our first step is File, New, Part, and OK. Followed by that, we rename it by just going File, Save As, Fish, and just pick the location you want to put it into, and you just hit Save. Then we pick the front plane. We look normal to that. What we'll do then is we'll draw a center line just above the origin. That's horizontal. Now, knock off your center line command, right click on your center line and select midpoint. Hold down Control and select the origin, and there you have the 2 points selected, and you can add a coincident relationship. Then what we'll do is Tools, Sketch Entities, and we pick Ellipse. Center of our ellipse is on the origin, drag out horizontal for our major, and then just pull up for our minor axis. Smart dimension the two of these axes to be 100 and 130. Then Features, Extrude Boss Base, and we extrude in a mid-plane condition to a thickness of 18 millimeters. We rename that part by just clicking on F2 and we call it Fish Body. When that's done, what we'll do is select the front face and we want to draw the eye. Look normal to it, sketch, and it's a circle. Draw a circle roughly in this position up here. Then smart dimension it, center to the origin along the horizontal to be 40. Vertically 30 millimeters away from the origin. And a diameter of 10 millimeters. When that's done, Features, Extruded Cut, and Through All. Then rename it again, F2 and Fish Eye. Once the fish eye is done, we just select the front face again to draw them out. Line, track out from the origin with the snap, then to the extreme, and then draw that following shape. Now, then smart dimension by just picking the base of it to be 20 and make it 25. And there's an angular dimension. It's done by just clicking on each of the arms of the angle, and it gives you the angular dimension then. And you can change that to be 25 as well. Click OK, and then it's Features, Extruded Cut, and Through All. Rename it then Fish Mouth. Next step is to draw the fin. So we're just going to look at the fish here in 3D, and it's going to be in the middle of our fish. So it's on the front plane, normal to it, and we just draw the outline of the fin. So we start first with the vertical line just above the fish. So we just draw the vertical line, and then draw a line from the other end. That will be a tangent to the ellipse. Don't worry if it's not a tangent at the beginning, because we can add a tangent. So once it's selected, select the line, Control, select the ellipse, and it will make it a tangent. Next thing is just smart dimension from the ends of each of them lines. So horizontally is 40 away from the origin, and the other side is 20. Now, we're just going to look at this sketch for 1 second. So our sketch is not closed, so we can't extrude. So what we'll do is we'll use Tools, Sketch Tools, and Close Sketch to model. What this does is it lets us join up the sketch along the curve. Now it's not shown there, but it's down on the bottom. And it'll bring up this little box. If we just have a look at the arrow there, what it does is it'll take the sketch in the direction of that arrow. We want it going that direction, and there you have it done. If the arrow is going the other direction, go the whole way around the opposite way. Once that's done, Features, Extrude, and Mid-Plane. And we make it 4 millimeters. And there we see it. And then we rename it Fish Fin. Now that we have that done, we just select the front plane and we look normal to it. and we're ready to draw his tail. Next step is sketch a center line from the origin out. Now the tail is based on the parabola, so we'll go to Tools, Sketch Entities, and we'll pick Parabola, just below the ellipse. Now to draw the parabola, you select the focal point first, then select our point of contact on the ellipse, come up above the line because it will draw it anti-clockwise, and just draw the rough parabola. Now don't worry if it doesn't look like the shape it's supposed to be, just join it, close the end of the parabola with a line, and we'll just then select that line at the end there, and we'll make that a vertical line. Now what we'll do next is we will smart dimension our ellipse. So the distance from the vertical line to the point of contact will be 50, and the distance at the end is going to be 60. Now the fish tail looks more like the shape it has to be. Once that's done, it's features and a extrude boss base. Now we make this extruded in a mid-plane condition. You can see with the blind there that it's only to one side. So we just pick mid-plane, and you can see it's in the middle of it. Now this time what we'll do is we'll put a taper on the fin, so we'll select the draft button down there, and you can set the angle you want. We're going to set it to 55 degrees, and you can see that it's going to taper away from both sides of the sketch. You can draft in, taper it in, or taper it out, just as it's shown there. We want it tapered in, so we'll leave it alone there. Once that's done, tick OK, and you can see the shape of the fin with the taper on it from the draft. Rename the extrude tree to be fish tail. Finally, what we'll do is we will change the material. So we'll come down to material, right click on it, and edit material. We're going to select gold, so we'll come down to other metals and just click on it, click on the plus, and you see pure gold. And there, you tick OK, and there you have your fish done. Last thing to do is to save it just before you finish. By going File and Save.